Our details are starting to surface about a Tampa veteran's run-in with police in New Jersey. He and his wife were booted from a public boardwalk, all because of his service dog. Our Chris Trankman has been digging into the story all night long and joins us now with the details. Chris, what happened?
Well, Serena, the couple says they have the law on their side. Yet it was a law enforcement officer who kicked them out, all because they were walking with their black lab on a leash with the clear marking service dog. On their first vacation in years, Jared Gehring and his wife Sally were confronted by a North Wildwood police officer who told them they weren't allowed on the boardwalk unless their dog was a guide dog like those used for the blind.
Frustrated, angry, sad. It was pretty disrespectful to me.
Despite pointing out the insignia of his dog, named Navigator, the officer issued a summons, and the Gehring said the officer refused to acknowledge Jared's need for a service dog.
The officer we were talking to didn't want to hear any of it. He just wanted us out the boardwalk.
Then he went on to say that, what do? Give every vet a dog now.
Gehring is a 19-year Army veteran, and in 2009, he was the victim of 2 IED explosions, both within 36 hours. The bombs left him with major side effects.
Before I got my dog, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to go with my wife anywhere. I didn't like crowds. And then I got my dog, and eventually I was able to go out and do that stuff.
The North Wildwood Police Department says it respects veterans and has launched an internal investigation, saying, quote, the officer will be reprimanded if the investigation deems such action necessary.
Come on.
Mike Halley runs a nonprofit kennel in Tampa to provide service dogs to veterans. He says the animals are protected by the Americans with Disabilities Act, and with more military personnel returning from combat, people, especially police, should be more aware of the needs of veterans.
I can take somebody with severe post-traumatic stress disorder, and I can have him having a night of sleep the first night he's in the kennel. The next night he's going to have smiles on his face. It's the dogs.
And the Gehrings are hoping that this incident helps get the word out to other people not familiar with the service dog laws. For instance, here in the state of Florida, we have a copy of the statute, and it says these animals and their owners cannot be kicked out of most public places. Serena?
All right.